What is going on, buddy? King Week on here today, man, to Gintama Chapter 578. The awesome sauce is here. But before I get into this, I have to apologize for not doing the discussion from 577. It's been hectic, but, it is what it is. Maybe it just wasn't the right time. So be it. But it has been quite hectic. But without further ado, let's get right into this chapter. And we see right here, some time ago in space, the strongest in all the universe. Oh my! People call me things like that. And it shows a young you are frogs at the bottom of the wells. A frog in a well is an idiom for a person ignorant of the real world. People act like they can see all. People act like what they can see is all there is to the world, but space is vast and deep. A planet is nothing more than one of countless grains of sand in all of that. That's very true. Very, very true, Mibozu. And the world we see in our own lives is just a single point within that grain of sand. So, is that Mutsu? Is that Mutsu or is that Kagura's mom? And Kagura's mom looks a lot like Mutsu, yo. Like, from this angle right here, hold on. Let me continue. Yo, I almost got mind blown. I was like, there's no way. So are you saying that there are still many other strong people out there? Of the world my father saw, at least you are apparently the strongest. That is Mutsu. Otherwise, I do not think the head of the Chidori space pirates would leave his precious daughter in your protection. Yumibozu, or should I say my father's old friend Kanko. And the kanji for Kanko means God and clear, bright, and dazzling. But you do not need to say anything. Allow me, Mutsu, to withdraw the request. Okay, so that really is Mutsu. You being my master is just too much, but if you feel like it, once in a while, would you just come talk to this bird locked here in this cage, knowing nothing of the rest of the world? I like that. I would like to hear about the countless grains of sand those eyes of yours have seen traveling all over the universe. Oh my god, and it shows Utsuro and Yumibozu, and they're both standing on a whole bunch of debris. By god, dude, look at Utsuro. Look, because Yumibozu looks beast, but Utsuro's standing there all majestic. His wind is flowing in the air. He has Ichigo's Bankai, so Tensei-Zangetsu in his hand. His clothes is flowing. I mean, Utsuro, I'm excited. The power to change a planet, to change the universe. I'm stressing that they're standing on these pieces of debris. Frog in a well. Listen, man, I'm rooting for you both because that's my boy, but Utsuro just looks so savage. I'm sorry. He looks too beast. Utsuro, and it shows like a whole bunch of flames up in the air. The first time we met, I felt it. I thought that someday I might be up against you like this. I felt it too, Yumibozu. I felt it too. Or is that Utsuro talking? The first time, well, whoever it is that's talking, I think. Oh, it's Utsuro that's saying it. Okay, I felt it too, Utsuro. I felt it too. I had a feeling that I would find my answer when I met you. Why is it that while we are able to build for ourselves advanced civilizations that span across planets, we continue to be divided into friends and foes and are unable to stop fighting? It is that the positions of enemies and allies has nothing to do with gains or losses, convictions or creeds. It is a fundamental part of the nature of living creatures. That is highly factual. And the thing is I'm glad that Utsuro's the one to say this, because Utsuro is like that type of because he carries so much wisdom. He's been living for years, which is why Shoyo's quotes are so godlike, and his speeches they're so inspirational, and they really carry a lot of meaning behind them, because the man has lived through all this for several lifetimes. Seeing all of this go down, and damn straight he's gonna grow some wisdom. And that right there is extremely true. It's a part of the nature, not only just of humans, but of living creatures. This is something that if you live, then you go through it. Because, none of us are perfect. And that was awesome. I really like that line. Oh my god, once again, Utsuro with he just looks so savage. I don't understand. In other words, no matter how far we organisms progress, we may have a quality that causes us to always choose predators and prey. Oh my. That is true. I really can't go against what he's saying. Sorry, but I'm not interested in titles like that. Get lost. Ooh, dude. This is about to be insane, man. The two strongest in the universe are about to go at it. I feel like I'm seeing Cell versus Goku all over again. You know, it's like Jesus. I don't need the title of the strongest, and I couldn't care less about what happens to the world. But I'll die to protect the bottom of my well. And it shows Kagura down on the ground. She's holding her shoulder, and Kamui's there. Ooh, oh, is Kamui gonna join in too? Look at Kamui's face. Call me a frog if you want. I'm fine with just being a frog. And I really like this little miniature panel showing Kagura looking up at Kamui. You are no frog in a well. Ooh, he falls on his sword. And you see his eye looking down, like the same way that Shoyo looked back at those guys back in chapter 517. Or, no. 518? Yeah, 518. I have seen the rise and fall of a multitude of creatures with my own eyes, so I feel I can say I'm on a bit of an authority on the subject. Yeah, he definitely does have it. Like I said before, the man has been around for so long that he damn sure can speak upon this. I mean, he's lived through it for several lifetimes, and several different little personas, and titles, so it's crazy. Definitely is, but it is because of that. I know that even if you are a stalwart fighter that defies human intellect, the likes of which only one is born every several thousand years, you cannot escape the natural law of all organisms. Yes, you, like all creatures, must someday fall. You, sir, are coming in with a godlike dialogue. Look at that face, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, If I didn't care about spoiling people, that's thumbnail worthy. That's profile picture. Look at his face. He's a savage. Did you see his chain hanging down? Because you stood in front of me, the one who escaped the law of organisms. You! And he's charging directly after it. It's over. It's over. See me move. It's going down. Mutsu, hurry. And Mutsu's going back, she's looking back at her, and I love this panel right here, seeing her eye, and the way that her bangs are coming down, really, really beautiful. But, I know right now she's remembering all the time she had with Yumibozu. Oh, and here comes the flashback. Someone stronger than me. If you say the universe is so vast that even you can't be called the strongest, then have you personally ever come across someone like that? When I was young, is that my boy Hosen? Hosen! When I was young, there was a pretty strong one I went to toe-to-toe with named Hosen. But that was a creature on the same standard as me. And Yubozu's philosophy on this really reminds me of that of Hisoka's. It kind of like a combination of Jing's as well. Because, like, the thing is I really respect that. I respect that instead of, comparing himself constantly to people he's already faced up against. Instead, as a true hunter should, as a true adventurer should, he's always trying to find people strong. He's always trying to find new things. And that's something I can definitely respect. I can definitely respect that, and that's pretty awesome. That just added a new layer to Yubozu's character that I really like. Always trying to find something new. You can compare a beast that devours a castle or a swarm of bugs that destroys a city with the strength of a typhoon or a tsunami. From what I have heard, the reason you gained the title of strongest, and the reason our praise of the hero of the Yato is because of the battle where Yumibozu recaptured the Yato's home planet. Oh my, there's no need to compare. There is no one else that can stop disasters on their own. When the Yato homeworld Koan is a wandering, low, quiet, peaceful, was in a great war. It was at the receiving end of an all-out attack by the League of Planets. The League of Planets, my God! And it was destroyed along with many Yato. Kind of reminds me whenever the Saiyans were wiped out. From the utterly devastated world, Altana started gushing forth, and as the result of not the people, but the Altana, that withered planet became a nest of creatures with strange mutations. Let me read that one more time. From that utterly devastated world, Altana started gushing forth, and as the result of not people, but the Altana, that withered planet became a nest of creatures with strange mutations. What kind of strange mutations? Among them, the thing that made Koan the planet of death was the planet parasite known as the Master of Koan. The Orochi. Oh my, Orochimaru! And Orochi is a mythical serpent creature often depicted with 8 heads. The Orochi. So this thing was created by the Altana. And so that's what made that thing known as the planet of death. And this thing was definitely powerful. It spread its root to the center of the planet and devoured the Altara. Wherever you were on the surface, its 108 heads, by God, would sprout out, removing everything that got close to its nest, the planet. Everyone abandoned it, and for centuries, no one tried to approach that nest. No one but Yubibos, I promise you that. But then one person plunged in alone and freed the Yato homeworld from that thing. Yubibozu. This was a prime, ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime, a young Yubibozu. Power level over 9,000, that's right! That was you, was it not? Take back a homeworld. All that happened was I lost a bet with a pal of mine. He's a troll. I lost a drinking contest, so I had to go pick up chicks at that home where hometown where there wasn't a soul around, and I ended up going toe to toe with an unruly beast. That was the first time I had an experience like that. The moment I saw that one. Mibozu looks down, and dude, seriously, man. Every time I see that arm that's just gone, it's non-existent. Utsuro, it just eliminated it from our life. Just exterminated. He got rid of that arm from a plane of existence. Screw it. Just like, whoosh, burned it. Sent it to another dimension, whatever Utsuro did. Oh, it stood up, and you see Mibozu's just shocked expression with blood dripping down his face. This is a really nice panel from Srirachi. And here comes Utsuro's not stopping. Dude, oh, that just reminded me of that savage face here in the chapter. Oh my god. So he comes in, and did he cut off his umbrella? No. I see it intact. I see it intact right there. I see it intact. Stood up. I always love that whenever the Yatos do that face. I love when Kagura does it. It's cool. Stood up. What did? It might be too soon to tell you that, kid. Well, it's an instinct thing. The top priority etched into the genes of every organism is the continuation of the species. Now we're talking about genes. Metal Gear Solid 1, people. Things that are connected with leaving your genes in the world. When I saw that one, my genes made an instant decision. What the fuck is this thing talking about? What is he also talking about, yo? Let me see. So it shows Utsuro coming in, and I see legs. Did he stab him? It said you're gonna die. So you'd better make some kids quick. Wait, make some kids. Well, he is always talking about testicles. I'll give him that. You both always breathe that. It said you can. Look at, oh my god, dude. Look at, I see, they makes me laugh, but then I see Utsuro's savage face right here. I love his sword. And I know I'm a huge fan of Ichigo's Bankai, but seriously, I love that sword. And there we see Mbozu kicks him up. Yo, he knees Utsuro. That's not a feat a lot of people can say, ladies and gentlemen. He knees Utsuro, swings right back down, and now Yumibozu's back. By God, ladies and gentlemen, this is a slobber knocker. As we see that he just comes down and swings down with that. Oh, no, he didn't swing down his thing. He grabbed Utsuro's foot and swung him down. By the gods. And he comes in, but then Utsuro just stabs him right through his shoulder. No matter how I tried to attack, I didn't feel any reaction. Yo, it felt like I was beating on the ground I was standing on. And you see, I mean, just exactly as the name portrays. Hollow, Utsuro, means emptiness. It seemed like as if nothing was there. That's truly terrifying, guys. When you are battling someone and you feel nothing from them, that's terrifying. That is truly terrifying because you never feel like you're ever at an advantage, and that gives you doubt, and doubt will lead to fear, and fear will lead to you losing, and that's truly something. Especially when it comes to a Yato, which they thrive on battle, and they've had so many experiences, they understand this is a situation where they're not used to. They're always used to fighting other battle-hardened warriors, fighting other warriors that are always, even if they're going to fear for their life, are ready to risk their life, at least they have some sort of emotion. But here in this case, Utsuro has no emotion. So just like he's stating, it really feels like he's stepping or beating on the ground he's very well stepping on and is standing on, and that's crazy. That really is crazy, especially when it comes to Yumibozu, which we know the type of past he's had. Yup. Oh man, I really like this panel, even though it makes me sad. I love this panel because it absolutely shows Yumibozu is looking down. He's like, wow, and then he gets snapped right back into reality, like a reality check. Just boom, like a single bug squirming on a planet. So you are saying that your dreams were admitting defeat before you did? To put it plainly, it was the first time since birth that I have been scared. But even if my genes were crying and wailing, a man cannot cry until the fight is over. Damn straight! It goes right back to the present. I know you both about to do something sick. To my right ball, I said, I quit rattling around. It's so noisy. And he's not literally grabbing him. I gotta love Gintama. You gotta love me Bozu. But this is making me kind of sad because the comedic moments relate to sad moments. He's getting a flashback. Man, I don't want Bozu to die. I really don't. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready for this, man. I'm already hearing the soundtrack in my head. And he's still grabbing his testicles. He's still grabbing him. And Lefty, you should have been washed too. My seeds were spread long ago. And they were the best ones I had. Oh, man. Yumi Bozu's a real father. I gotta give it up to him, man. That is awesome. It shows Cowboy and Kagra. So let me fight! And he comes in with a savage face. Hell yeah! Let me protect my species and my family. And they could cross paths. There we go. Now Utsuro's sword is on the ground. Holy crap! Wait a minute! Yumi Bozu punched his arm off? If that's not DC, I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the strongest creature in the universe. And, because when I saw a sword fall, I was like, wait, what happened? Yo, his arm, this entire portion from here to here was completely severed off from a punch. A punch. You know how much force had to be behind that in order to sever every single muscle, tendon, vein, everything? Literally, a man who has been living for hundreds of years. Battle experience up the wazoo. Has to have massive durability after what he took from Gintoki. This man, I mean, it's not hard to believe. I mean, the man's head got cut off, but still, and it's funny that I can actually say that in a comedic manner now. God bless America. But look, Yumi Bozu just punched. He literally had to have hit right here. And it really had, right here had to have back, right here. And when he hit it, or maybe at the collision, he hit it so hard that the backdrop just said screw it, his arm couldn't take anymore, and it just blew off. But the thing that scares me is that it had to have been a fist-to-fist collision. I'll think about it because it shows that his fist is still holding on very well to that sword. And so that means that it had to have really popped off. Man, Yumi Bozu has strength, man. That is strength, ladies. When you can punch off somebody's hand and they're still holding their sword, come on. Wow. In the words of Uzumaki-kan, come on! That's crazy. I am astonished. You suppressed your instincts by force? It was thanks to that I was able to rid myself of any wicked thoughts and put the moves on the woman with renewed emotions. What? Woman? What are you talking about? The Orochi was a male, was it not? Don't tell me that snake was conquering Kamui's mother. Wait a minute. Sriracha, let's take it easy. I mean, look, man. We've seen robots. Sriracha, what are you talking about? You think a ball would get busted over a opponent like that? I had told you, didn't I? I went to that planet of death to pick up chicks. What? Is that regenerating? I see, so you really do have the same antenna as that person. Who are you talking about? I'm talking about the woman I Wait a minute, bro! Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. Yo, I thought his mom, I thought their mother showed up. I was about to say, let's take it easy, yo. Because I forgot to go back to flashbacks. I thought she showed up to the battlefield. My mind was almost boggled. Yo. Is that regenerating? I see, so you really do have the same antenna as that person. Who are you talking about? Talking about the woman I risked my life to get with. My wife. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It always comes down to a beautiful love story at the end, doesn't it? That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. So the drag. So what I'm going to assume is is that, because it was a mutation process. They said that. So she was affected by this mutation and turned into this Orochi. And then after he defeated the Orochi, that's whenever she, came back as, what she truly was, which is, a Yato, I suppose. So, Jesus, now next week you're finally going to be able to see Kagura and Kamui's mother. I've been waiting for this the whole series. Chapter 579 is going to be legendary. Utsuro versus Umibozu is getting hectic. Listen, man. This is the thing that makes this 10 times more interesting, though. Now that of course Utsuro is regenerating, but this is not the first time Umibozu went up against an opponent like this, because Umibozu went up against his her mother, and she had the same capabilities with the Altana. But the thing is that she died of a sickness, so now it's kind of weird, Now I'm not sure. I'm kind of confused, but at the same time, still, now he has to be really well versed in the regenerative capabilities of the Altana, especially since that was his wife. And if Yato's fall in love by fighting in battle, which would be awesome sauce, by the way. I can't wait to see the flashback next week. It's gonna kill me, but I can't wait to see the flashback. If they really did fight her, and that's how they really fell in love, then Jesus, he has to be really, really well versed in the regenerative capabilities of the Altana, which is going to give him some sort of advantage in this battle. But then again, how can you really defeat someone that can constantly regenerate unless he knows the weakness to it? Because for God's sakes, his wife wasn't immortal; she died. So Umibozu does have that knowledge as well, but it's going to be tough against Utsuro. That's going to be insane. So Utsuro versus Umibozu is going to continue to get really, really good. And now that we know this adds a completely new layer to it. He has a lot of knowledge, and that's going to add a really nice twist to this battle. This battle could end up being one of the best battles in the series. It already is. And that's going to be very, very interesting to see. As far as the flashback's concerned, I'm scared because then we're getting the full Umibozu flashback. That's screaming death flag. That is screaming it. And it's saddening me, but I'm loving it when Umibozu's still here. The comedy is awesome. I'm loving the whole balls thing. Lefty, you shut up and watch. I love it. Great sauce of a chapter this week, guys. Cannot wait for next week. I think this is probably my top 5 favorite chapters in the Rakugo Shodan arc. It was just so good. I've been waiting so long to see backstory on these guys, and it's really nice to see that Mutsu actually did have something to do with Umibozu's flashback, and it was something we were all curious on. And, yeah, beautiful. Really, really good chapter. And, man, Utsuro's a savage. Utsuro's a savage, and Umibozu was hanging there. He punched his freaking arm off. Come on, bro. He punched it off. Really good chapter. Can't wait to see the origins leave it up to Srirachi. Leave it up to Srirachi. But it's beautiful because it really does fit Umibozu, man. It really does. Can't wait to see how their relationship really ended up intertwining, and how Kagura and Kamui became to be. Even though they can only be shown in hentai, but that it is what it is. But you guys have been awesome today. Great sauce of a chapter. Love this week's chapter a lot. Yato flashbacks. Give me more, even though it's leading more towards the end. Give me more. I'm loving it. And like I said before, Umibozu has to have that knowledge of the regenerative capabilities of the Altana and about the Altana in general. I'm pretty sure now we're going to learn a lot about Altana as well, more, and we're going to learn quite a couple things more about the unit, about the verse in of itself of Gintama and the magic system and whatnot. So this is going to be interesting. For next chapter, it's definitely going to be a good one, filled with one hell of a love story, man, that we've been waiting to see for over 579 chapters, and it's not going to disappoint. I can already, the feel is going to be coming. I think we're going to prepare the soundtracks for next week. I really do. I have a gut feeling. I really do have a gut feeling, but don't do this to me, Srirachi. Don't do it to me, man.